use the big knife on this. This was a lot of chopping today. And I like to, in order to pick a kiwi, I like to find ones that are sort of firm to the touch, not too squishy. This would be good with mango in it or papaya. Okay. This is the little scooper thing. All right, there's our kiwi in there. And we'll try our orange. And oranges are just starting to come in, navel oranges. But it would be good, like I said, just eating it or with the caramel apple dip, or, of course, I don't know what could be bad with that caramel apple dip there. Orange a little bit messy, but okay. And strawberries. I like this because it was really colorful. And like I said, just a little bit different. Okay, that's close enough. Okay, I know, it looks really pretty, really very colorful. Again, if you wanted to use other fruits in here, probably, I didn't cut as many as what it calls for, a cup of strawberries, so that would be about, oh, okay. It's about a cup, which is probably about half of this. So, you know, if you were going to double it, that would be perfect. And then the crushed pineapple. Okay. A little bit of lemon juice on this, and a little bit of sugar. I think we've got a teaspoon and a half of sugar.
Now, could you use the chunk?
The chunk. Yeah, you'd use the tidbits. I think the chunk would be too big, because if you look at what we have in the chunks, they're pretty big. Unless you would get the cored pineapple or the pineapple and chop it yourself. All right, so that's all the stuff in there. Give this a little stir. We did put the tablespoon of lemon juice in there. Okay, and that's all we needed to do for this. Very easy, very pretty. Yeah, it would. What could be bad? Okay, and then on with the tortilla chips, I'll flip this over. It's kind of a fun little thing to do, because you need to, let's say, turn 20 on that. Okay. On the tortillas, it's just regular tortillas like we've used before.
Oh, you're better.
It just, means I'll have to clean the microwave. Okay, here's my brush. Well, well, well. Okay, that's enough. We won't look in there. Woo! That's a mess. Okay. I have a little cookie sheet here with just a piece of parchment paper on it. And I only put the parchment paper on to kind of catch the cinnamon sugar. So we're going to take your... No. If you want to use foil, you're just plain. You know, what you'll see what I'm talking about when we get this on here, because you're going to... No, you don't want to bake with wax paper. But you could use foil with it. Okay, so we're just going to put a little bit of melted butter on that and take your pizza cutter. Okay. Parchment paper is just a little bit heavier and it's not wax coated. So you have it to, you know, kind of protect what you're putting on. Like a lot of people will put, use this so that they're not sticking to a cookie sheet. Whereas wax paper, you're just going to melt that onto your cookie or your sheet. A lot of people will use this, put your cookies on here and bake it right on the sheet, which is really nice because then when you do that, and we'll talk about that when we do cookies, you can just slip it off and, you know. Uh-huh, yeah. It comes with the wax paper and all that, so. All right, and the only reason I did that was so that when we cut this in 8 pieces, when we sprinkle our cinnamon sugar, and this is just a little bit of, it's 1/3 cup of sugar and a teaspoon or a teaspoon and a half, whatever it said there, of cinnamon. And we're just going to sprinkle this on here. Just like that. Now, if you wanted to, like I said, the reason I use the parchment paper is not for the chips, but it's for this. Because this is going to melt on your cookie sheet. So, and then get kind of yucky. So I only use that so that it wouldn't melt onto the cookie sheet. This will still be fine, come off, you know, no big deal. If you don't have it, that's fine. All right. That's all we need to do for this. I'm going to pop it in the oven. You either can put it like in a little low bowl, or, and I think this is one thing. I know we like to all do stuff ahead. This is not, I don't believe I would make this too much in advance. I think you're going to lose the color on that. But you could make the chips and then put your chips. I think it'd be all right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, where is that? So, well, just the, you know, that's just for the chips. So you make as many or as little as you want.